Welcome to Accounting 203, Principles of Accounting 3, online. I am your accounting professor, Rex Jacobson. It's my pleasure and privilege to guide you in this class. In Principles of Accounting 1 and 2, we got the big pictures of accounting, learning about the accounting equation, the accounting cycle, debits, credits, and financial statements such as the income statement, the statement of cash flows. By the way, this is an example of a company that should have protected its cash better from that shady-looking fellow. And we also learned about the balance sheet, whose formula is based on the accounting equation. Those classes also emphasized financial accounting, which followed generally accepted accounting principles to provide financial data to external users, such as investors, bankers, also known as creditors, and federal and state governments. And the information that was given to the external user happened in the past, such as last quarter or last year. But Principles of Accounting 3 emphasizes managerial accounting, accounting for managers and other internal users. It answers questions about the future, such as, how many units must we sell to break even? How many must we sell to make a $100 million profit? Would it be profitable for us to make our own product instead of buying it from someone else? What if sales doubles next year? How will we budget for that? And interestingly, managerial accounting does not need to follow generally accepted accounting principles. We'll be using the same textbook we use for Principles of Accounting 1 and 2. This book is also used for Intro to Accounting 1 and Intro to Accounting 2. We'll also be using MyAccountingLab.com for homework and tests. More on that later, but if you buy the book new from the college's bookstore, you get 12 months of access to MyAccountingLab.com. Of course, if you had Principles of Accounting 1 and 2 with us here at this college, you won't need to buy another book. You'll just continue to use the same book and MyAccountingLab.com access. And obviously, since this is Principles of Accounting 3, the prerequisite is Principles of Accounting 2 or instructor permission. So how is a class organized? How is the material presented? How do you interface with it and submit assignments? Well, our online Accounting 203 class will be conducted on two websites, Canvas, which is shown on the left, and MyAccountingLab.com, which is shown on the right. First, let's talk about Canvas on the left. It's accessed by going to lwtech.instructure.com. Notice there is no www in front of the LWTech part of the address. You can also find the link to the Canvas site through the school's website. To log in, enter your full LWTech email address, which uses this format. Your password is initially set to your birth date, which uses this format: 2-digit month, 2-digit day, 2-digit year. If you were born in January, you would enter 01 for the month. If you're having trouble logging in, you can reset your password by going to lwtech.edu. If you still can't log in, you can call the Student Help Desk or you can email them. In this class, one of the things Canvas will be used for is messaging, which can be accessed here. I often send out clarifications, reminders, and notices of schedule changes via Canvas email. As this is our only method of communication in this online class, it's your responsibility to check it daily. I will definitely do the same. In fact, I have the Canvas messages forwarded to my home email, which I can access on my phone. So don't be surprised if you get a quick reply from me. If you want to know how to forward Canvas email to your home email, you can find the instructions in my Canvas Tips module. In case you haven't used Canvas before, let's see how it works. To see what's in the Chapter 18 module, I would simply click here, which will open up the module and give us this view. Now that the Chapter 18 module is open, you can see everything in it. Besides messaging, probably the biggest reason we use Canvas is it contains the links to our recorded mini lectures. You can see that the Canvas module for Chapter 18 contains several mini lectures, which are much shorter than the usual 80-minute class length. I try to keep these relatively short so we have time to practice what we've learned in the lesson. The more we practice, the better our understanding and confidence. If you practice enough, it becomes very easy. And how do we practice it? By watching recorded homework demonstrations where I take you through almost all of the homework, step by step. For Chapter 18, here are the recorded homework demos. For example, the first homework demonstration is exercise 18-17 and is about identifying different types of businesses. And it's 3 minutes and 16 seconds in length. Although most homework assignments have videos, some easier ones do not because they don't need an explanation. So make sure to check MyAccountingLab.com to be sure you are doing all the homework assignments. Now, if we click on the small triangle by the Chapter 18 module, we close the module so we can go back to seeing more modules in Canvas. Now we can see the first 6 modules again, but I want to draw your attention to another big part of using Canvas, our study schedule. The first one is for Chapter 18. If I click on this small triangle to open the module, I get this view. If we click here, we then get this view. Here is the suggested study schedule, but it's small, so it's very important to click here to download the suggested study schedule so we can see the whole thing. On this next slide, we can see it better. So now we can see the suggested study schedule. If you follow it, you only have about 15 minutes of video lectures and homework demonstrations to watch per day. Also, don't forget to allow time for reading the textbook. Most students read the chapter before watching the videos. My suggested study schedule also usually gives you 3 to 4 full days to complete the required pre-test and the test. Also note that the study schedule only lists the videos. A few very easy assignments don't have videos and therefore will not have videos listed here. Make sure you check myaccountinglab.com for the occasional assignment that does not have a video. In this particular class, the first chapter has several, but the remaining chapters have few. Of course, it's recommended that you work ahead so you don't miss any deadlines and avoid late penalties. Students who wait until the last minute to work on assignments often run into unforeseen obstacles such as a power outage or loss of internet connection and therefore do not receive the maximum points for their assignments. A big part of success in a career is the ability to meet deadlines. Procrastination is your enemy. All the assignments are now open in myaccountinglab.com, so you could theoretically finish the quarter in a couple of weeks if you were motivated, and many students have done so. So just start at the top of each module on Canvas and watch the mini lectures and homework demo videos. Of course, when I'm demonstrating the homework in the videos, I'll be using myaccountinglab.com to solve the exercises and problems. So let's talk about myaccountinglab.com next. So we've talked about Canvas, now let's talk about myaccountinglab.com, the website where we work on our homework, pre-tests, and tests. So let's talk about how to access MyAccountingLab. The MyAccountingLab access code comes with new textbooks purchased from the LW Tech bookstore. This class uses the same book as Principles of Accounting 1 and 2, so there's no need to purchase a book for this class, assuming you took Principles of Accounting 1 and 2 at LW Tech. If you're new to LW Tech and need to buy the book, but you want to buy it used, be aware that you won't get a MyAccountingLab access code. In that case, you'll need to purchase access directly from myaccountinglab.com. I have made a separate video showing you how to register for MyAccountingLab. That video also shows you how to purchase access to MyAccountingLab directly on their site in case you don't have an access code that comes with new textbooks. MyAccountingLab access lasts for 12 months. So if you already have used MyAccountingLab before and your 12 months have not run out, make sure you do not register for a new account. Simply log into your old account and use its access. I have also created a separate video showing you how to enroll in this quarter's MyAccountingLab course if you already have a MyAccountingLab account. So all of our homework, pre-tests, and tests will be on myaccountinglab.com. And I will demonstrate almost all the MyAccountingLab homework for you. You can find these video demos on Canvas as mentioned before. Most of the homework has two versions. The one that I demonstrate for you, and a second version of the same problem with random numbers that you then do on your own. You get more points for completing the second version that you do on your own. Homework is untimed, so take as long as you need to complete it. You get unlimited attempts of the homework up until the deadline, of course. Obviously, students who practice the homework the most get the highest scores. If you try a homework problem multiple times, MyAccountingLab records your highest score. And MyAccountingLab has a feature for homework called Help Me Solve This. It's a very cool feature, and I demonstrate it for you in another video. MyAccountingLab has several helpful features to help you learn accounting. I certainly wish MyAccountingLab was available when I was an accounting student. Pre-tests are also found on MyAccountingLab. These are required assignments, and they are timed. The time limit is the same as the test. Just like the homework, there are unlimited attempts at the pre-test up until the deadline, and your highest score is recorded. Most pre-tests in this class have random questions from the homework assigned to them, so it's a good idea to take the pre-test more than once. Tests are also found on MyAccountingLab and are timed. And of course, there is only one attempt per test.